Now we're getting payback. We're destroying Malice's big guns.
Oh my god.
I'm opening the case again.
The destruction of the plastic world. How can you really take yourself seriously?
I don't know. I don't know how much of this is tongue-in-cheek. They really should have got someone to just decide the tone.
Yeah.
By the way, we've got probably the best gun in the game that isn't the flamethrower, the HMG. It destroys everything but those big, invisible guys in like 0.2 of a second. Flat.
Is there any actual reason why those guns can't hit the invisible guys? Like, bullets just go right through them?
I don't actually know. I didn't really decide to think about the logic behind it.
No, but like, did you try using regular guns against them?
I did in like the last level, and that's where I discovered, oh, this isn't doing jack shit. It's also in some other recordings where I died, so they're not here.
The wall texture here looks like the generic texture you'd see for, like, in a sort of like, except not orange. It looks like the default texture you'd see in a Source game.
This is the orange of this game.
Yes.
This is kind of interesting in a way, because I like the way it does look like kind of like a dollhouse set, but it's still scaled down. So this is kind of like one case of interesting design, where it still looks kind of World War II and kind of relevant to the plot and design they had going, but still kind of melded with toys. So this is one kind of clever level bit.
Except they completely spent their entire budget on the outside and the inside just have nothing inside them.
Yeah. Also, I like the fact that if you look up, I can't believe I'm the one referencing the skybox. You can see the ceiling of the attic.
Oh.
It's.
Nah, look up. I need to comment upon it.
You'll see it soon enough. I just don't know whether I left it in one live recording, so I'm sorry for kind of breaking a show don't tell kind of rule there. Okay, so this is from the Sarge's book on war. I'm gonna assume that this. I'm gonna take the. I'm gonna take this as all as kind of written in universe kind of deal.
Right.
Sarge must smash through the 10 operations by destroying troops and equipment from secret bivouacs.
What?
Bivouacs. I've never heard of that word before. Now I don't know if I'm dumb or someone's misspelled something.
I guess my wish for Pigeon English came sort of true.
Yeah, and supply depots to hidden command, communication and control centers. Sarge must crush the Tan plotters before they lay waste to the Green Nation. Too fucking late.
I know, like, what is the Green Nation? Wasn't it just, like, already a war zone?
I don't actually...
What's there left to lay waste to?
I don't actually know how much of it destroyed. I don't know if the game's, like, just... Did they wipe out near enough everyone and the only remaining Greens were the ones who weren't, in the Green Nation at the time? Or has it only, like, wiped out a few and Sarge has just ran off on some plot of revenge and, like, the Green higher-ups are just going, where the fuck is Sarge? We just had a massive bombing! We need some...
We could use his amazingness. I want to see this game from the perspective of the neutral colors.
You think there is the greys, just completely neutral?
That's very lovely.
They're basically the Switzerland of the plastic men. By the way, this train is kind of throughout the whole stage, like it runs throughout the whole level, but it loops for whatever reason. And what happens is, well, you could destroy it here, and that's about it, really. And then it just kind of goes through the rest of the level as
but
set
it's
dressing.
practically invincible.
It's practically, but not really.
So we just forget about the train then?
Yeah, let's just go through the rest of it. Another tank fight coming up here. So yeah, the charms of this level have kind of worn thin on the second half of it. Second part of it, rather, not even half.
Oh.
Because now it just becomes about bland brown and white rooms and killing men in grassy fields. Which makes a change from the kind of concrete and wooden tables we were standing on before. Not concrete tables, but concrete roads.
Now it's a different shade of brown and green.
We're basically killing people on different planes, really. Fucking snipers. Luckily they're only really a bitch in that one level where I was complaining about them. They just become kind of...
I think that guy was just aiming into a wall.
He was, well, he wanted Sarge to round the corner first.
He's being courteous and all.
Yeah. He's a man who, wants Sarge to take the turn first. Sorry, I'm not very good at this whole aiming thing because it's really sensitive.
No, I just like how he just shrugged off that direct hit, like it was just nothing.
Did you ever play the 50 Cent game, Blood on the Sand?
No.
On like
But
the
for
normal
long-
difficulty, 50 Cent, or Fiddy, I guess would be the polite way of referring to him. He could shrug off like 3 RPGs to the chest in like quick succession.
Yeah, that's what you should record next.
It was a great.
You should record. You should record the black sheep of the 50 Cent family.
There's only 2 50 Cent games, and one was terrible. And Blood on the Sand wasn't a bad game. It was fun but dumb.
Right.
I mean, the whole plot was basically 50 Cent didn't get paid for a concert, gets paid in a crystal skull, someone takes his skull, bitch steals my skull, he runs across the Middle East, destroying all the pretty bad infrastructure that was in place.
Still a more compelling story than this.
It's honestly a better story than this one. Which is basically kill, Saturday morning cartoon villain. I mean, once you've named your bad guy Malice, you can't have a serious plot, I'm sorry. No matter how, tongue-in-cheek... I mean, there are tongue-in-cheek moments, but it still feels like dire. I had to skip out on that bit of backstory because I was scared I'd get killed. It'd be great if I become invincible while plot
Well, it's not like
happens.
it matters. All he would have done was just be, monologuing. Oh my god, I'm in the house, my family, my kid.
I didn't even have kids. How do kids work in this universe? It would have been fun.
Do you think that Malice just sort of calls up Maleficent every once in a while, just to say hi, awkwardly?
Maybe.
Ask for pointers on how to be a good villain. Because he's new to the whole shindig, doesn't really know what to do. That's why his plan is so nearsighted.
This is his first kind of total destruction plot. He's kind of new. It's kind of, not really there yet. Sniper rifle.
So, what's this area?
I don't know, but let's shoot from the grassy knoll. Which I don't know what a grassy knoll is.
It sounds like you used that word right anyway.
I mean, it's grassy. But I don't know what a knoll is. Let's give sniper rifle ammo. It's not really there's not really many cases in the game where you can shoot enemies that you can see and they can't see you. So, shooting ahead of place. It's mostly just run around shooting stuff, pick up their plastic, don't run out of health. Simple.
Pick up their plastic.
Pick up their plastic. There should be kind of like a human equivalent in a video game where you just run around picking up people's organs and slamming them onto yourself.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
There need to be more creative ways of... I mean, regenerative health is just a tired concept. You just need new ways to renovate it.
Wait, prototype. In prototype, you, meld other people into yourself.
Oh, right.
By picking them up.
Oh god, this was a precursor for prototype.
Prototype totally ripped off Army Men. It's also obvious.
Wow.
Your Mega Man was obviously Alex Mercer. Yeah, look at that. That is so bad.
Was that supposed to be glass in front of you?
No, these are fucking open, I swear. Let's try to down... Look, see, I can shoot through that one. Someone just didn't... I bet there was, like an intern called Steve who was told, to remove the, the collision mesh on that window and never got round to it. There you go, Sniper's dead. Sometimes you just win by supreme firepower.
Sargeness.
Supreme Sarge. I should just, get the theme of Rambo and play it throughout this, the moment I get the heavy machine gun in the game, just play the Rambo theme on a loop.
Over our commentary and everything,
yeah.
The Rambo theme will speak for itself.
It's just people just hear it and they'll say, I'm sure they're saying some great fucking commentary. I mean, it's...
But the song is worth 1,000 commentaries.
Yeah. Sometimes a song says a lot more. Because it has more vocals.
So I love how even when you focus on one of them, there's 2 of them pretty much, on your flanks.
Yeah.
And they still do nothing.
Cheerful music again. I think as Sarge devolves deeper into madness, his only bright light is the flag.
Well, I was actually about to mention, you mentioned madness, and the music has this really, spastic beat to it, like the background music is playing right now. And it's very, trying to think of the word. I don't know.
It's just
Loony.
dumb.
Yeah, it's very erratic music.
Yeah.
So maybe the music is reflecting Sarge's descending state of madness.
You probably won't notice it too much for talking over it, But they, at the time of recording, the background music for this level was driving me fucking mental. It's just so bad and generic, and it doesn't even have any kind of melody to it. It just sounds like random noises.
Well, if it's like I said, if it's Sarge's mental state fairly well, so.
All of it is just Sarge's decaying mental state. He's probably not even killing Tans at the moment. The floor is green. This is obviously a green town. He's killing innocents. Sarge.
I just want to mention, by the way, that Snake and I have basically been marathoning this commentary.
I was gonna say that for part 9, but yeah, we've done this all in one sitting.
Yeah, like at this point, it also reflects our mental states. Like, I honestly can't remember what I said like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, TDF was mentioning that I told him that there's a game he should play in part 1, and I don't remember if I even said anything like that or what game that could have been. So, it's like a serious mental toll. Oh, look, another Max Payne illusion! Jump on the back of the train!
Hooray!
Well, the music has gotten a bit more up-tempo.
Yay, it's only slightly less retarded now.
It's still just as retarded, it's just more up-tempo. Look, see, this is out there, that's how I figured out they're invincible. They're made of metal! Holy shit, they were making metal men! I didn't actually realise that until now. But I think they still drop plastic. Okay.
At least that answers our question from like 3 parts ago.
Yeah, we've, well, we did learn something.
Yes, we did.
Actually, what is the moral you could take away from this game?
Don't play it.
No, I mean, like, the life lesson. Don't
play this game.
Okay, yeah, okay. I want to walk away from this with something, though. Something that the kiddlywinks at home can learn from. Yeah. Remember, kids, if your arm's blown off, just use someone else's.
Yes. Just somehow, without arms, sew other arms onto you.
This game is pro donating whole limbs.
Against other people's will.
Yeah.
So basically the plot of Crank.
Okay. If you lose your head, you can get it back.
Literally.
A hole in the chest is worth 2 in the bush.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, Snake.
If you're made of plastic, murder other plastics.
I think that's a poor advice, considering plastic could be interpreted as like a model or actress, you know?
Okay then, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, don't go out murdering models, they don't deserve it. I don't know, there's no moral lesson here.
It's a pretty vapid game through and through.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they were gonna have a deep moral lesson, but, you know, we could have, I mean, like, even interpreting, we couldn't really learn anything, other than the fact that the guy who made this had a really warped mind.
No, seriously though, what's the objective right now? I don't remember.
Run to the end of the level. This is basically, yeah, it's basically a Sonic objective.
It just feels like you've just been running in circles. Like, I don't know if you have or haven't, but like my brain is like half turned off at this point.
It really is, because like this all 3 rooms in this level are so samey. It's like a few buildings propped up to the left of a train track. Win level.
Win level. Lose sanity.